Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children, welcome to our online class A Kalaiva. Today we are going to see class 8, subject is biology, the topic name is plant kingdom. We have to see in this lesson about the plant. Okay, we have to see in this plant kingdom. See, in this plant kingdom we have to see how the plants are categorized. We know very well plants are categorized in many, they can categorize in many characters. What are the many characters means? First one we can say their structures. First one is the structures. See, the structure, we know very well plants are in different structures. No, some plants are in big size and some others are in a small size. Big size means it is called the tree. We know very well that all the trees are looking not the same size in same shapes. No, for example we can say the coconut tree. Coconut tree is looking like a tall and then it has no branches. But the banyan tree and the mango tree like means it has the branches. Compared than the coconut tree, it is very small. Okay, so this is the structures. And then small plants means we can say the herbal plants and then shrubs, climbers, creepers, like this many types is there. So based on the structure we can categorize the plants. Then we can say the habit. Habit means each and every organism having the different habitat. Habitat means characters. Is it or not? If the cactus means it has some special characters compared than the aquatic plants. Aquatic plants having some special characters compared than the terrestrial plants. So each and every plants having the different characters. Next one we can say the habitat. What is habitat? Habitat means we know that the living place of organism. The living place is called the habitat. Is it or not? The habitat is many kinds of habitat is there. Aquatic habitat and then terrestrial habitat, marshy plants and then hilly area plants, mangroves, like this many habitat. Plants having different habitat. Next one, mode of nutrition. Nutrition means how they can get their food. Nutrition means the food, how they are getting. We can say there are many different type of nutrition. Saprophytic and then they can absorb the nutrition from other plants. Like that many of the nutritions are there. Some are the autotrophs, some others are heterotrophs, like this the nutrition. And then next one is the physiology. Physiology characters means how they are doing that photosynthesis process, how they are absorbing the waters and minerals, like this many physiologies happens in the plants. So based on these characters we can categorize the plants. Then finally they estimated the plants, all the plants, among all the plants they estimated 8.7 millions of species, 7 million species living on the earth. Finally they estimated the how many numbers of species means 8.7 millions of species living on the earth. Okay, how many plants? 8.7 million. Then among this 8.7 million, 6.5 millions of plants living on land. Land means terrestrial plants. So, how many? 6.7 million living on land, terrestrial. Then among this remaining is there? No, remaining there 2.2 million. 2.2 million plants or species are living on the ocean. Ocean means the aquatic. Clear? So they estimated the number of plants species are 8.7 millions. Okay, the billions means 1 million here 10 lakhs we know very well. 1 million is here 10 lakhs. Is it or not? So among the 8.7 million, 6.5 million is here terrestrial living on land. Remaining 2.2 is the aquatic plant species. See, okay, aquatic and terrestrial. Among these plants, among this 8.7 billion plants, only 4 lakh species, plants can only bearing their flower. They can bear flowers. So only 4 lakh species are flowering plants. Clear? This is the plant kingdom we have to see. See, already told the plants are bearing we can categorize the plants in many types. No, see, apart from this we can categorize in some, see, we can categorize into 2 subkingdoms. Apart from that 2 subkingdoms. What are the 2 subkingdoms? One is the crypto games. Another one is the phanerogames. We saw their plant kingdom categorized using the many characters, and apart from that they are categorized into two subkingdoms. What are they means? One is cryptogames, another one is the phanerogames. Cryptogame means non-flowering plants. We saw there only 4 lakh species can bearing the flowers. Others cannot bearing plants. They cannot bearing plants means they are using the vegetative reproduction for that reproductive mode. Okay. So, flowering plants, phanerogames means flowering plants. Some plants only can become, we saw that 4 lakh species. How much? 4 lakh species only can bearing the plants, no. So, they are called phanerogames. Clear? Plants, the plant kingdom divided into two subkingdoms. One is the cryptogames, another one is the phanerogames. Cryptogame means non-flowering plants are called cryptogames. Phanerogames means flowering plants or phanerogames. Okay. This phanerogames again we can say thallophyte, bryophyte, pteridophyte. Okay. Thallophyte means the algae and fungi are called thallophyte. Thallophytic body means they have no different, the body structure is no different like a stem, root, leaf like that. So, they are called thallophyte. Then next one bryophyte, then the next one is the pteridophyte. P is silent here, so you should pronounce pteridophyte. Clear? Next, we saw that the two subkingdoms, the phanerogames, the thallophytic body structure we have to see here. See, the example for the thallophyte we saw there algae and fungi. Okay. So, first we have to see about the thallophyte. The thallophyte algae. The salient features of algae we have to see. Salient features means the characters of the algae. See, we saw there already algae are thallophytic structure. Thallophytic means the thallus. They having the body structure is called thallus. What is mean by thallus means the body of the plant. The plant body we cannot differentiate as a root, stem, leaf like that. Like that plants are called thallus. Clear? Thallus means the plant body is not differentiated into root, stem. If a plant means we can differentiate, if a plant means we can say no, this is root bud, it is called the leaf, this is the stem and it has the flowers, like that we can say no. But this like thallus plants didn't have the differentiate like this different. Okay. So, this is the thallus. Okay, what is the study of the algae is called phycology. The study of algae is called phycology or algology. Algae. Clear? Algology or phycology is called the study of algae. We know very well study of living thing means that is called the biology. Study of plant means botany. Study of animals mean that is the zoology, like that. No, the same thing. The study of algae is called the phycology or algology. Next, what does algae means? We know very well algae are chlorophyll bearing and simple primitive plants. Compare the plants means the algae is a primitive plants. Clear? As well as they having the chlorophyll, so they can prepare their food. They are autotrophs. Autotrophs means they having chlorophyll, so they can prepare their food. That's why they are autotrophs. Clear? Algae means it is a chlorophyll bearing simple primitive plants. Simple and primitive plants. Okay. So, this is the characters of algae. See, next one, habitat of algae. First we saw the features of algae. Now we have to see the habitat of algae. Habitat means already I told the living place is called the habitat. Living place is called the habitat. No. See, most of the algae are living in aquatic region. Most of the algae are living aquatic region. Aquatic means if the algae living in the water bodies means that is aquatic region. Okay. Most algae means most of that living in aquatic. See, this aquatic it can either freshwater or marine water. What is freshwater means? Freshwater means the pond, lake, ocean, like this places are called, river are called the fresh waters. Okay. Then marine water. Marine water in the sea waters are called the sea water is called the marine water. So algae, mostly algae living on the water aquatic regions. In this aquatic region, maybe the fresh water or the marine water. Okay. Apart from this, they are living only the water means no, they can live the another places also. Where means some very few, they serve the many of them. Okay, most of algae are aquatic, very few algae living in terrestrial condition. Terrestrial means what? Land places. Very few living on land places, that is the terrestrial condition. Next, some algae are very minute. See, some algae are very minute. Minute means like microbes. You know, microbes are very tiny, no? They are also very minute. As well as some algae are very minute, and then they are float on the surface of the water. Surface of the water. That's why it is called the phytoplankton. It is called phytoplankton. What does phytoplankton means? A very tiny organism. It's living, it's floating on water. Floating on water surface means like these organisms are called phytoplanktons. This phytoplankton, whether it is the plant or animal. So this living organism which living on the surface of the water, they are called the phytoplanktons. This like we can see in the water bodies, we can see like this phytoplankton, isn't it? If we are going to a pond or well means we can see like this phytoplanktons. Clear? Next one, various forms of algae. Various forms of algae we have to see here. See how the form of the algae are, we can see here. Plant body of the algae, whether it is the unicellular, multicellular, or some of the gain gulf, and some others are making a colonial form, and then some are the large plant body like a big tree. Okay. So various forms of algae. What are the various forms? The appearance, the structure of the forms of the algae are, one is the unicellular. Unicellular means we know very well, uni means singular. Uni means singular. Okay, single. The whole body is made up of only single cell means that is called the unicellular organism. The example of the unicellular algae is called the Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas here is there, no? It is the example for the unicellular algae. Okay, this unicellular we can say motile and non-motile. Okay, motile and non-motile. Motile is Chlamydomonas, non-motile is Chlorella. Then multicellular algae. Multi means the many cells. Multi means many. Many cells joined together make a organism means that is called the multicellular organism. The multicellular algae, or we can divide this also. How means unbranched and branched. The multicellular we can say unbranched. Unbranched means it has no branches on their body. Okay, like a plant. We are the algae. We are completed the plant. No, so they didn't have the branches on their body means that is unbranched filaments. Okay, example for this Spirogyra. Spirogyra is the example for the unbranched multicellular algae. And then branched filaments of multicellular algae example is Cladophora. Cladophora is the unbranched filaments of multicellular algae. Next one, we saw some algae in the form gain gulf. Gain gulf means it is looking like a gain shape like that. Okay, what is the example means? Macrocyst. Macrocystis is the example for the gain gulf of algae. See, some algae appear in colonial form. They are joined together. They are living joined together. Okay, what is the example means? Volvox. Volvox is the example for that colonial form of the algae. Next, we have to see the largest plant body. Largest example for the largest plant body is Chara. Chara is the example for the large plant body. We know that algae means mostly algae are primitive plants. They are very simple primitive plants. But some algae are looking like a cane gulf as well as the largest plant body like a tree. Okay, this is the various forms of the algae. Then food habit of algae. Next one we have to see the food habit of algae. See, food habit we know very well, the plants are making their own food. Mostly plants can make food. How they can make food means if they having chlorophyll means they can make their own food. Okay, we saw there already algae are autotrophs because they are chlorophyll bearing plants. No, so based on this here they given two types of the food habits of algae. One is the symbionts, another one is the epiphytes. What is the symbionts and epiphytes? What is symbionts? Symbiont means living thing with the fungi and algae. Algae and fungi both are living together. They are benefited one each other. Algae get benefit from the fungi as well as fungi get benefit from the algae. Okay, so both are getting they are living as a mutual. They are mutually benefited one each other. Like this food habit of algae are called symbionts. Symbiont means both organisms mutually get benefited one each other means that is symbionts. Here they given lichen. Example for the best example for the symbiont is lichen. This is the structure of the lichen. See, what is lichen means one algae living with the fungi means that is the symbiotic example is the lichen. Lichen is the algae along with the fungi. Clear? See how they are mutually benefited means both are how they are benefited both means. See, we know very well algae is having chlorophyll. Is it or not? But the algae is not having the they didn't have the, they are thallus, they didn't have the branches, no. So they have chlorophyll but they cannot absorb the water and minerals from the soil and some other places. Okay. Then in this character fungi are help to the algae. Fungus absorb the water and minerals from some other places. They are giving to the algae. Algae prepare it. Algae having chlorophyll, so they can prepare the food. But fungus didn't have the chlorophyll, but they providing the materials to prepare the food. Like this, they both are mutually benefited like the symbionts. So lichen is the best example for symbionts. Next one we have to see epiphytes. What does epiphytes means? Epiphyte means actually a plant growing on another plant. Directly they sucking the nutrition from the host plant means that is the epiphytes. That is the epiphytes. See, actually epiphyte means it is the epiphytic root. It has the epiphytic root. Okay, epiphytic root. See, you can see here, no, this is the example for the symbionts. This is the example for the epiphytics. Okay. See, what does that epiphytic means? They having the epiphytic roots. We can see some root pot, no, that is the epiphytic root. What they are doing means they cannot prepare their food on their own. So what they are doing means they make one epiphytic root. It is the one of the root. It directly they inserted the root pot into the another part of the plant. It is actually the, we can see the stem of the another plant. No, this epiphytic root directly inserted in the another part of the plant. They observing where they are sent means they send it in the phloem and xylem. Okay, they can absorb the nutrition directly from this host plant. This type of the plants are called the epiphytes. This is the epiphyte food habits. Clear? Thank you, children. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and we will receive our latest updates. Thank you.